Let's talk about the first form of Firebringer. Well, this one here will not summon 4 minions. He does have okay damage, not that high, but can apply ailments. For example, he can apply stun with Shade of Shams. On start, when he is only attacking once, that's not a problem, because you get stunned, but you don't get attacked after that. But he can also just apply Confusion on you via Shade of Giemazu. And that's terrible, because it's high chance it usually lands unless you are bringing lots of ailment resistance or will buffs before Firebringer attacks, because this guy here has something that will happen during the whole fight. He gives him this attack boost on the start of turns, he buffs accuracy so that you don't evade. Every 3 turns he grants himself this heat up small, increases his damage potential by 5%. Well, every 3 turns increasing damage will be problematic. Then on the start of turn he buffs all of his status save for love and charisma. Says small effect should be 5%, but since his status is very high already, this can even lead into full evasion sometimes. He will evade if you don't stop his buffs. Then, on start of turn, he will remove all of our buffs. So all characters that buff before the attack, that means on start of their turns, are negated here. And by the end of a turn, he removes all the buffs applied to him and all his minions when he has minions. So, let's start talking about what we can do. We can, for example, in turn 1, apply Glory Force with Alkaiser, since I'm bringing Alkaiser. And we can also just start using Pure Veil with Ki. This will give you ailment resistance. Then Asper will use Witch Trick. Liz will use Dragon's Blast. We try to keep this up running all the time. Kihachi will use her 8-fold Wall Blade. Since this is just challenge number 2, Firebringer doesn't have that much status, but it still is hard. I don't see that much difference between challenge 2, 3, and romancing. Maybe we'll see later, but right now I don't see much difference. And since we are getting 4 weak defense downs, another 4 weak defense downs, and now 4 again, Firebringer is almost dying. That's awesome. I used Glory Force to fully evade Firebringer, because sometimes my Asper is not as fast as Firebringer, and if she does not debuff him, he will just apply ailments. Like this case here, he wouldn't, because my Asper was fast enough. And sometimes self-heal, but I believe that we can do all damage we need without having to use a very strong skill. So, Rising of Phoenix will be used, Pure Veil again, Witch Trick, Dragon's Blasting, and Kihachi will just be using her normal attack or Dual Lightning Blade. Dual Lightning Blade, will she get enough? I think she still gets enough BP. We get 5, 6 because of Liz. Need a little extra damage. Maybe Alkaiser will kill, because Alkaiser has chains. Depends. Did not get the chase, but Kihachi attacked it, got BP back, that's awesome. And the first form is done. But he didn't cast her ailment resistance buff, that's bad, but she still buffs on start of turn. That type of buff stays. Now Rising of Phoenix. Or we can also use Glory Force, that will evade. It's still okay to use this because Ki still needs to buff more often. Asper will have Witch Trick again, Dragon's Blasting. And it's better to just use a normal, I guess. We still don't have enough. Now, Dual Lightning Blade is okay because you get 6, she'll still be on 20 BP when she gets to full overdrive. Remember that Liz heals your party every 3 turns. This will be more important later. Right now, Firebringer does not do much damage. It's just trying to apply ailments on you. Use the second cast of Glory Force, but we won't need it on the second form. At least not as much. This would have just stunned, but he can attack again sometimes. We don't know the chances of him attacking again. It didn't. Okay, now what I'll be doing is Rising of Phoenix, Prevail, Witch Trick, Dragon's Blasting, and Kihachi has her 8-fold Wall Blade that will be used here. She will probably not kill Firebringer, but we'll get him down to probably 15% HP. Something like that. Or weak defense down. Awesome. We have our morale up to 4. Well, the good thing, we'll probably kill it in this turn. The bad thing, it could have been better. Going for an extra turn will give more OG Gouge. That's you, okay. And Key didn't use her skill again. And on the second form, we don't need to handle ailments. It's just about damage. This form will count for 3 minions that can copy his skills. The Fire Servants. They will say when they are copying, they will say copycat. They don't do much damage by themselves. As you can see here, they don't even have worked skills. And they can enter the front of Firebringer by covering, and they take damage instead. The bad part about this is that you can try to debuff Firebringer and they can get in the front. And if you don't debuff him, he will do lots of damage. Or even buff break because he keeps buffing. So, we can start with Rising of Phoenix, try to kill the Light Servants and Fire Servants. And if you kill them, you get 5 EP back. So you can use your best skills if you know what you're doing. So I'm gonna do that, use Prevail. Prevail also buffs Endurance, so decreases damage a little. If you are desperate for healing, you can also use Glacial Sphere. But right now, I'll be using just Prevail. With Trick always on Firebringer, if someone adds in the way, it's okay. What else can you do? I have enough EP for another 8-fold Wall Blade, and I'll be using it trying to kill the minions. Sadly, I'm not on Overdrive. If you don't kill the minions in 3 turns, they will be absorbed. And that will lead into defense up that decreases damage taken by 20%. That's right. And the fight will just keep going. It's not really good because, well, like I said, you cannot keep fighting Firebringer. He just keeps getting stronger and applies heat down, or damage will decrease too much. Let's see if we can kill one of them. Not yet. Well, as soon as we get into Overdrive with Hihachi, this will happen. Right now you can use Overdrive because that will guarantee killing one of the servants, and we can also guarantee that we will debuff because when you are on Overdrive, they cannot use cover. I would say that it's good to skip this turn, or not. No. It's not needed since we'll get PP back. And Hihachi, she will be using Wall Lightning Blade. Because this does a little more damage, and it will still be enough to get her into Overdrive. With Trick, we'll be using it on Firebringer. Now, Psychic Hunt now also. Rising of Phoenix will probably kill this with at least Sparkling Bro. Yeah, one is dead. We just got 5 EP back. Deathbringer is an attack that can do LP damage. Don't evade. So, it's another problem. You can die by LP damage. Because if someone dies, you get more LP damage, and that can be a problem. Another reason to not keep this fight going for too long. Now, let's kill another one of the servants. And I'll be running Overdrive since Hihachi is on it. And I can just Prevail, it's better. With Trick, we'll be using on Firebringer once more, Dragon's Blessing, and then 8-fold Wall Blade. And choose the servant that is already dying. He's never stopped using Dragon's Blessing. This is awesome. Well, minions are dead. They can be summoned again, but since we killed them, we got PP back, and now we can focus on Firebringer till he summons more. And yes, as you can see, Firebringer can also counter. We don't know when this happens, and it counters with Dual Torrent that seems to be rolled in this form, because that's what I saw. It's usually on turn 2 or turn 3 after he calls his minions. Using indirect attacks will be good, but, well, what indirect attack can Alkaiser do? He can use Glory Force, but right now I only have 1 cast, and I don't want to use it. But Rising of Phoenix, even when countered, still gives you the defense boost, so let's use it again. I don't think we are in danger yet. Dragon's Blessing, and I can use another 8-fold Dual Blade. Even without Overdrive, it still does a good enough damage. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to defeat the first HP Gouge without using Overdrive again. So that we save, and then when we deplete this Gouge and enter the next one with full damage. We have to see how this goes. At least we use it with Strict before using 8-fold Dual Blade. That increases the damage because we will remove all buffs and even the buff enders. Mac Blade is a terrible skill from Firebringer because this one buffs agility. He uses it 2 times in a row to buff his agility so much that he can enter full evasion. That's why it's super important to have buff break, and ScherBR is the best one. Urpina can also use with her skill deck buff breaks, but here we are buff breaking and debuffing with Esper. So it's the best resource with Streak again, Dragon's Blessing. And I will use a normal attack here with Kihachi since it's better to save VP at this point. Next turn we have Overdrive. If he calls for minions, I will use my Overdrive with Kihachi. If not, I will probably not. He did not call for his minions. You can still use Overdrive with indirect attacks via her skill number 1. I will penetrate, because it's indirect. Don't need to target the minions. But since he didn't call for the minions yet, it's better to just do this. Like, let's use Overdrive with Strict, Dragon's Blessing, and 8-fold Dual Blade. If he calls minions, minions will be in the front, and you kill them with Kihachi, just as they are summoned. Didn't summon. It's a waste, a little, because Kihachi will be overkill here. Totally overkill. Yeah, only the first skill would be enough. But so it is. At least we didn't have to handle with the minions. Turn 10, we got the second charge of Glory Force. We don't need to use it now. Rising of Phoenix. We didn't call the minions yet. That's awesome. It has something to do with the turns, and sometimes he checks some turns multiplied by 3. I don't fully comprehend. Oh, I won't complain. Back Blade buffing his agility again. This time he buffed STR. We will stop these buffs. Rising of Phoenix, Prevail with Strict, Dragon's Blessing, and I can use Dual Lightning Blade. I have enough BP. She'll still get into Overdrive anyway. Turn multiplied by 3 means less heals the party. Oh, awesome. 4 people combo. It's not summoning minions. Next turn I can focus on him with my Overdrive. That would be great. I kind of like to start the third form with Overdrive, but... And I want to take what I have. If I can kill this form, I will. Deathbringer does LP damage, another LP damage on Alkaiser. It's sad. Yeah, I will use my Overdrive, guys. I don't care. Well, Alkaiser doesn't have enough for his best attack, so he will just save. I won't use Ki. Here it's not needed, but I can use, for example, Dragon's Blessing and 8-fold Dual Blade. Just this and Kihachi. I believe it's possible that we kill it here. We may not. May not. He will counter here. Dual Torrent, like I said. Sad. 800 damage. It will be lower now since we are debuffing him. All cross cut. Sad. Well, Kaiser almost died there. It's good because we can get extra OG points, but the bad part's that Kaiser almost died. He does have one revive, and we didn't use it yet, and I don't want to use that. Let's use Rising of Phoenix, Pure Veil, another Restrict, Dragon's Blessing, and a normal attack with Kihachi. I hope that we go before him. And that he doesn't summon minions, but he just did. The good thing is that we got a combo, maybe with Strict will still kill him. And that will give us a win. The minions will disappear. No, no, no. It won't be enough. Next turn, it will, yes. Turn 15, Liz heals everyone. It's not as bad as you think, guys, because we are now getting overdrive for the next form. The bad thing is that Esper does not have Wait's trick. What should I do? Void? C power. E power. I can use Void. Oh wait, this is the turn that I get another glory for, so I'll use it. Even if it's on overdrive. Key. Can be used on overdrive too, with Pure Veil. Now use Esper with Void. This will guarantee that I win this. Then Kihachi will still be on overdrive. That would be great. Or Force Evasion will be useless. Oh no. Look, we didn't kill him yet. Since we didn't, yeah, they are copycat. Not totally terrible yet. Now I can kill it by use of Psychic Hunt. It's fast, so let's use it. Oh no, just covering this again, and oh my goodness. I should have used my indirect attack then. I mean, with Kihachi. RNG is really messing up with me this time. Oh, Kaiser doesn't have an indirect attack. That's the problem. But I will cast Rising of Phoenix. I still don't want to use Glacial Sphere. I want to keep all of the purveyors I can because of the next form. So let's try once more, Psychic Hunt. But Kihachi will use Dual Lightning Blade. This is indirect. This can't attack Firebringer. Oh, once more. Chase, chase. Whoa, another time. We don't have too many servants. They each one have a chance to cover. Hence why they are covering all the time. It just evaded the attack! He's self-buffing too much. I can't stop him. I think I'll have to overdrive. I probably will. I still don't want to. I don't want, guys. I want to save. I use it overdrive here just to kill this first minion. Yeah, he's just absorbing, but he healed it 600,000. And our damage will be decreased enough. Fuck. What a bad RNG for my tastes. Backblade again. At least I can use dual 8-fold dual blade without overdrive now. And kill the minion. After kill the minion, we with Firebringer. We lost like 4 turns on this. Don't do like I did. Learn from my mistakes. We as humans need to do that. Learn from other people's mistakes. It just evaded. Damn. Okay, I will remove your buffs now because I have overdrive. It is time again to use Glory Force. Did I use Glory Force? I don't think I did. I did not. I used my Rising of Phoenix. Yes, I wanted to kill Firebringer. Glory Force will not kill. Let's end this. At least the defense up he got will not be sent to his third form. Good. I like to have Key on overdrive to guarantee that she will be buffing Element resistance. My skill number 1 is not maxed, so we have lower value here. I didn't have the patience. Okay, we're finally on the third form. And we can use Rising of Phoenix on the minions. But let's discuss the minions. They will do more damage here. They still give you 5 VP when they are killed. They are much stronger. They can use Shimmering Slash. That's a roll attack. Critical versus human, so it's a problem. And they also have Self-Immolation. Now, Firebringer has many humans. There is blunt damage with knockout. He has a chance to petrify, medium. He has a chance to apply Berserk. He can put paralyze single targets. He can instant kill as well. So there's way too many things. And Meteor Fall is also paralyze. A lot of problems. So you need ailment resistance or ways to debuff and buff yourself. And, well, I think I can use Rising of Phoenix on the Levatanes. Prevail. I always use it with Trick on the boss, but they can still cover the boss, and that can lead into problems like getting inflicted with ailments later. Dragon's Blasting, and it's time to apply Lightning Dual Slash. We save it up to this point because Laceration will stay for the form. This is a permanent weak defense down chance. So I am on overdrive. That means that they cannot protect boss. They cannot use cover on overdrive. That's why I wanted to start this on overdrive with Kihachi. That's why I wasted some turns on the second form. Wasted more turns than I needed, but that's the case. Okay, now we'll do more damage, but this form has a lot of HP. It's like using Kihachi 2 times on full potential to deplete 1 gouge. And even that on full damage. Okay, No one entered the front, so we managed to debuff the guy. Uses his Meteor Bringer all the time. It's a single target attack. Not a problem. You can use Glory Force sometimes if you want. Rising of Phoenix will help you decrease damage taken. And just target the Lava things. Always. Veil, Trick, Dragon's Blessing. When you are not on Overdrive, you can use 8-fold Dual Blade on the Lava things because, well, Kihachi needs to land both weak and Overdrive to get the chases. The Lava things are not weak to Slash, but if you kill them now, it will be good. Because they can be a problem if they do too much damage to you. Once more, we managed to debuff boss without Lava things covering. If RNG is bad and they cover boss like 2 or 3 times in a row, intelligence will get so high that you get inflicted with ailments, even if Ki is buffing, even if Ki is maxed. That's simply the truth. The evasion can help, but you don't know who is going to attack first. The Lava things have fast attacks, so they can actually attack and break your evasion. Okay, now it's time to use Rising of Phoenix on Overdrive to try to kill at least one of the Lava things. I'll keep up with my Witch Trick, Dragon's Blessing, and I'll use a normal attack. That's the only way to get enough BP to use my 8-fold Dual Blade. And it has to be on Firebringer because that's how she gets more BP, by attacking weak targets. Less the Lava things cover. But I'll try to kill at least one. If I kill one, I also get 5 BP back. That will make my Kihachi reach 20 BP. Real Phoenix managed to kill one. Nice. When you have only one Lava 10, the chance of me over decreased by quite a lot. Fastest kill. On a row. Lava 10 just covering boss now. It's not as bad yet because I have Overdrive and I will guarantee my debuff on the next turn. Tackle can stun, I guess. Didn't. Because this is challenge 2. That's why. Okay, this is turn 24. We are in need of heals, it seems. I'll use Rising of Phoenix. I'll use Pure Veil. I'll use Witch Trick, but I don't need to use it now, though. I will steal, because that will guarantee that I will be able to kill Firebringer with 8-fold Dual Blade. That's what I believe. And turn 25, Liz will heal everyone. Wait, it's turn 24 because it's multiplied by 3, so we're probably back to full HP. These debuffs Endurance in to allow me to do more damage. Let's hope that she depletes all HP. I think she will. Awesome, and we even killed Lava Thing. I don't know if it's good to kill Lava Thing because if we had one, I don't think he would have summoned it. But we'll see. Rising of Phoenix. Oh, no, wait. We have one cast of Glory Force that will be recharging on this turn, so let's use it. Keep up with your prayer varials. If you have extra need of healing, you have 2 Prayer of Purity. I will use it on the right moment. Dragon's Blessing. Still have enough BP to 8-fold Dual Blade, and I will use it. Just hope that Esper is fast enough to debuff the guy. Because I did not debuff in the other turn. He just summoned Lava Things again. Let's hope that they cannot cover on the first turn. They didn't cover. I don't know if they can, but they didn't. Awesome. Damage was not that high. You okay? Let's focus on one of the Lava things. Keep your Pure Veils all the times. I will use Witch Trick, Dragon's Blessing. And I will have enough BP if I use a normal attack, so I have to use it on Firebringer to get extra BP. Oh, Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser didn't trigger his revive yet. I'm happy. Just cover boss from debuff. At least Psychic Hunt was so 5% debuff. Because Key is here and buffing every turn, you're probably protected. But now it's a good time to... Whoa, this is Petrify. Didn't got Petrified. This is Petrify or something else? I don't know. But this is a turn where Liz heals everyone as well, so it's a very good turn. I will be running my Rising Elf Phoenix on Leviathan. I will be running Pure Veil. And Asper, try to debuff. Dragon's Blessing. Man, I don't have enough for Hateful Dual Blade. I'll still use my Dual Lightning Blade anyway. Let's hope that eventually only one more overdrive will be needed. A little overkill, but one is down. We just got 5 BP. Nine. 2. Okay, Firebringer is on half HP. We managed to debuff Firebringer, which is awesome. Psychic Hunt. You're getting very good RNG. If this was Challenge 3, it would still work. I don't know about Romancing, but Romance is just a matter of higher status. Still have to cast off Glory Force, but that's not the time yet. Let's use Rising of Phoenix on Leviathan. Keep up with your Pure Veils, don't stop that. Since I managed to debuff past turn, I will use Witch Streak again. Time where I don't get to debuff Firebringer, the next one I have to guarantee on Overdrive. Dragon's Blessing, and I can use Hateful Dual Blade, even on Leviathan. Or just on Firebringer. Let's see. Having just one Leviathan is okay. Kaiser slowly kills it. And he doesn't absorb Leviathan like he does with his copies. Awesome. Reaching the last HP gauge. Then he becomes a little crazier. Firebringer didn't get all the hits because Over was there. See, that could paralyze us. Didn't. Because I managed to debuff. Oh my goodness. We need heal. And it's till turn 29, right? Okay, we can either use Final Crusade, that gives a guard up, or we can use Glory Force for the evasion, or we can use Key, that will heal and give ailment resistance. I will use Key. So, Rising of Phoenix, only Leviathan. Could I, really? Yes. Then let's use this Prayer of Purity. This is fast, this is awesome. I don't think I should be using Asper on Overdrive yet. But I don't know if Hihachi will kill Firebringer. I don't think she will. Because I don't have enough BP. So let's use Dual Lightning Blade. If she does, okay. But I suspect it won't work. Just like I said, it won't work. But now we have full HP, augment resistance buffs, self-immolation. I don't know how this is, because I can still attack. It's dead. We got just 5 EP back. Very good. Hypergravity is very strong, 1000 damage, even on this position. Yeah. Got BP back because this is a spell. It is okay since this will heal the party now. Back to Prevail. And I will not use my overdrive yet again because, like I said, there is no need of cover. Dragon's Blessing, and let's use 8-fold Wall Blade. This will heal this form. I mean, this HP gauge. And we'll get into the last one. Just summon Leva things. Maybe they can steal cover, right? They won't. Only one chains. They didn't cover. I don't know if they can cover on the first turn. They are summoning. Okay. He is down. Last HP gauge. Turn 30. I didn't use my Glory Force on the last turn, right? Could have, since I would had something extra. I don't know if I use it now. I think I will. Keep up with your Prevails and Strike, Dragon's Blessing, and a normal attack to get enough BP. We'll maybe get into Overdrive again. Glory Force will increase the damage as well for the next turn. And she is on Overdrive. Damage will be amazing by using all of our characters on Overdrive. Oh. Very good that I saved my Overdrive, because the next one I really need to debuff Boss. Great. Everyone is on Overdrive. That's a full combo. And everyone will do more damage too. We can kill one Leva thing, probably by Alkaiser. Keep up with the Pure Veil. Which trick on Firebringer to debuff that intelligence. Dragon's Blessing. Whoa, I don't have enough for 8-fold Dual Blade. But that's okay. I can still use Dual Lightning Blade. She attacks and actually gets covered by Leva Thing. Doesn't get 2 extra BP. Just debuff it. Means that this turn we are totally safe. Even if he tries to petrify, paralyze, whatever he wants to do. By killing one Leva Thing, we will also have smaller chance of seeing cover. Okay. Pure Veil. Wow, Lightning Blade. In 8-fold 2 times. Haha! Half HP. We're getting to the end of this. Knockout. Doesn't hurt much. Since we are getting to the end, I can also use Alkaiser Glory Force once more. Or I can save 1 turn. I think it would be better to save 1 turn, guys. Because by that point, the Glory Force will benefit my Overdrive with Kihachi. So, Rising of Phoenix on this turn. Next turn, I use my Glory Force. Strict, Dragon's Blessing, and it's time to use another 8-fold Wall Blade. BP is on max. Could have targeted Leva Thing as well. See, with just 1 Leva Thing, the chances of covering are decreased by quite a lot. There is also a reason to leave 1 Leva Thing instead of killing both. Always getting in the way. On 8 hits, over to 2 hits. Time for my Glory Force. Yeah, well, let's see if we get the extra VP here. Even if we don't, I think turn 35 is the last one, because we are just increasing the damage output via Glory Force. At least we have one evasion, right? Because fire attacks on self-immolation don't work. And he just covered. Kihachi will not have enough PP for her 8-fold Dual Blade. We only have enough for her Lightning Dual Slash. So be it. Oh, I have enough! Awesome! That's the end, guys. Turn 35 like I promised. Whew, that's not an easy fight, but that's because this is artificial difficulty. We don't have enough status to handle this form. And even with the perfect RNG, some stuff can still happen, like Deva things covering 2 or 3 times in a row, and Firebringer buffs so much that he would just land ailments on you. What you can do? Nothing. Still not enough damage. Oh my. And I thought that would be the end. Maybe Asper will kill, or just Alkaiser. Who deserves the kill? Asper? Was she the MVP? Maybe. That's the end. And guys, if you cannot clear this stage, don't worry, do stage 20. I'm just trying to show where you can reach. You have a good squad, and don't just wait. You're not losing anything by waiting. And without that, this is the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this can help. If you want to support the channel, we have links on the description of the video, and I hope to see you soon on the next one. Bye. What's up, guys, this is Cher talking. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'll show you how I defeated Scartlet Deathmatch Firebringer Challenge 2. Yes, Challenge 2, because I didn't want to try Challenge 3 or Romancy anymore. There were just too many things happening to make me lose right on the end of the fight, because Firebringer has chances to apply ailments. This fight was designed so that we don't actually win right now, but only on the future. So I would try to explain it form by form, the best way to handle. And, well, Firebringer can attack with probably all types of elements besides Shadow. That's right, but he focuses more on Slash and Heat. Those are the ones you need to care more about in ailments, because on the first and third form he can do it all. And he's weak to Slash, meaning that he's very weak to Kihachi and the newest Urpina, if you have it. And even Leon with Slash Bullets. But Leon Slash Bullets are a little hard to use, because it takes time to build him, and by then, I don't know if you will be surviving. But the best character to use here is Alkaiser, I guess. I really like to use Alkaiser here. He's better than Joe, mostly. And he has a skill that is very useful during the fight. Glory Force. It gives you morale up, guard up, and evasion for one time. That can help you sometimes to evade ailments. Empress is another very good character to use here. I didn't use her on this run, but she is amazing because she has that skill that has a chance to evade on full HP and a guarantee evasion when not on full HP. You can time this out to evade the first form ailment attacks. You can also time this out to try to evade third form ailments, but third form can also use ailments after the first attack. That means that it's not a guarantee that you evade, but it still helps anyway. Now, I will be using the Rising Phoenix EX formation because of the ailments, and using a formation that buffs a will by 50% is needed, at least right now, with our lower status. In the future, we can use something else like Mystic Line, and, well, you need a lot of things here. In this fight, you need to buff Break, because Firebringer can self-buff every turn, and eventually will buff so much that his agility will allow him to evade. And there are minions in the fight that can cover, and Aspergal is the best debuffer because of Witch Trick that debuffs all status but also removes all buff breaks. She will remove and allow you to survive. Now, I brought Key here because Key is very useful with Pure Veil. Mine is not full maxed, but this buffs ailment resistance, and ailment resistance is needed to stay alive in the third form. And I will be using it every single turn. Key doesn't do anything unless it's Prayer of Purity, because it also buffs ailment resistance. He also buffs ailment resistance every single turn, and those are not removed. Firebringer can remove your buffs on start of turn, so everyone that has buffs before they attack will be removed. So that's not great, and why we are using these units. Now, like I said, Kaiser is a very useful unit because he can apply evasion, but also using Rising of Phoenix gives you a defense boost, and also heals a little. It helps. I inherited Final Crusade as a emergency button, but if you don't have Final Crusade, it's not needed. I didn't even use. He's on the center. He also is using my best equipment. You can also use equipments that decreases chances of being inflicted with ailments or just thinking about damage. As long as you bring accessories that are well designed, like the Conquest ones, alongside ailment resistance stones, that will really help. And Kihachi is the main damage dealer here. She has 8 full dual blade and dual lightning blade. Those will be used during the fight. And just save her skill number 2 for the last form. Lightning dual slash is an awesome skill that will increase your damage output. And if you don't have Kihachi, well, Arpina will serve you, or Leon, or any other type. Liz can be replaced by Final Impress or Death, but not to the same extent. You can also use Joe instead of Alkaiser to lower extent. You can use Labelle instead of Ki. She also buffs ailment resistance, but not as much. She also helps increase the damage of Kihachi. If you don't have Esper, you can also run Eagle Maul, or you can also run Prefector Rock Bouquet, but to lower extent as well. And I believe those are the best units to use, but you can be a little creative. If you use it something else, please say here on the comment section. And for equipments, just bring stuff to resist all types that it will be used in this fight. Focus on fire and slash, like I said. Those are the most important ones. In blunt, don't be weak to blunt, because the last form there's knockout that does a lot of damage. With all that said, let's go to the fight.